This television was given to me to be recycled because, well, it's a CRT TV and most people don't have the room or time or really care about CRTs anymore, but I have begun to like them quite a little bit more recently, just because I like the design and the history behind some of them. This was an exception though, because Randix, a television company, has very little history as far as I can see. I did a Google search for the exact model, which I know you're not going to be able to see, but it came up with 3 results, one of which was a Chinese auction site for Randix radio, and 2 newspaper articles advertising similar models. This was the 13-inch model and an earlier 19-inch model, and this was also a 19-inch model. These articles were released in February and August of 1985, so the date sticker corresponds with those articles as well. So it might be the one that's in the article, I don't know. I did some researching on what Randix was, and apparently it's the company that was before Gold Star. Either Gold Star bought it out, or it turned into Gold Star later. And now, after doing some more research, I found out, and this is, you can't see this at all, it has turned into Starlight Randix, and that is currently the company. I'm not sure if they're still in business. The last thing I saw from them was in 2012. I guess they made some vintage-looking 911 emergency police boxes, and that's all I've been able to find of them. So I don't really know anything about it. But, alas, I have one of their televisions, so without further blabbling on, I'm going to set my tripod up and take the back off this thing and see what's inside. So, stay tuned. Alright, I've got all the screws unscrewed. I don't know if I was supposed to unscrew this, but I did anyway. And let me get this loop off. All rusty and gross. Of course, we don't get analog television anymore, so I don't really have a reason to keep that. And I gotta rethink my plan here with how I'm propping it up. Off comes the back, I think. And we're stuck on something. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much everything that's attached to the back of the TV. Right. Yes. I see. Alright, I was able to get that back off pretty easily. And here is the back, right there. I'll just show you the identification sticker. Randix CM-1900, manufactured May of 1985, made in Korea. And there's the inside, really nothing to mention, just a piece of plastic. And after I got that shell off, I realized I was right in my researching that this used to be Gold Star, or turned into Gold Star eventually, because right there's a Gold Star identification sticker. So I was surprised to see that, but also glad. So taking a look inside, not that much to mention. I haven't worked on all that many TVs, CRT TVs rather, but it looks similar to other ones. I'm sure that somebody in the comments section will, complain to me that there's so much different about this one, it's special. Well, I don't really know, so, yeah. But as you can see, it's filthy, and there is a bit of rust forming, well, everywhere. I'm assuming this was stored in a wet basement or something like that, because there's rust forming on there, there's a lot of rust down there on the board. Everything else, though, it seems to be okay. It's not all that bad. It's got one big speaker in there, it looks like a 2-inch by 4-inch. So it is all there, starting to rust, but you know what? I don't care, because I like to live on the edge, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blow this thing out with compressed air, get all the junk off the board, make sure there isn't anything obviously wrong, and power it up. because that's just what I like to do. So I'm gonna blow this thing out, power it up. Well, that's a little bit disheartening. I had forgotten that I lent out my compressor to a friend, so I can't blow it out. Oh well. As dirty as this thing is, I've decided to just not give a shit at all, and I'm gonna plug it in. So, here goes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so there's no smoke yet, which is either very good or it means it's not gonna work at all. Turn this slightly and bring you around the front. You know what, I'm going to give you both a front and a back because I feel like something's going to blow up here. So I'm going to pull out to turn it on. And it sounded okay. I don't see anything going bad back here. I can hear a bit of crackling, more than I'd like. But we have a picture. And it looks pretty awful. But I'm not too concerned given its age. It's probably just because of its oldness. Awful lot of crackling back there, and I don't know if I like that crackling. But it works. Of course, I'm not going to get any channels because, as you all know, that is long since gone. Auto color, what does that do? I turned on auto color and it, of course there's no color right now, but it very, very lightly brightens the screen up. Interesting. I think that's UHF. I can't really tell what's UHF, or I'm sorry, what channel I'm on, because the little sticker that goes around here is since gone. I feel like I don't know and I'm just gonna guess. Let's turn this. Ooh, I can't turn that. It's tight. Alright. Well, that's a little bit... Oh, I guess I could just do that, couldn't I? Come on. Alright, so I'm not on the right thing right now, but it does turn around. And that does work. Of course, every time I do that, it flickers a little bit. Probably because it's shorting out or some shit like that. Anyway, that's just a quick overview of this TV. Unfortunately, / fortunately, it didn't explode on me. So, that's good / bad. And there you go. That's a Randix TV. From 1985, before they were bought out by Gold Star, before they were bought out by LG, before televisions went to crap. So, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed.